Hi, this is Amber from the A team. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to handle Microsoft Office files in your Google Drive and how that works. The first thing I wanted to show you is that I have a document here that's a Word document on Cloud Types, and I want to move it into my Google Drive. So I'm going to either go to New and File Upload, or I can take the easy route and just drag and drop it into my drive. So that's the first thing that I'm going to do is make sure it's in my drive. And now it's called Cloud Types, so I'm going to go down to the C's here. And I found my document. Now what I want to highlight to you is that you'll notice to the left there is an icon, and this one is the icon for Google Docs, the blue square with the white lines. This icon is the Microsoft Word icon. It used to be if you brought over a Microsoft Office document into Google Docs, you had to convert it in order to use it. That is no longer the case. So I have this Cloud Types document, and if I double click on it, it's actually processing it to open it in Google Docs, but you'll notice it keeps it in the .doc format. So I can come in here, make changes to this document. So here are the things that this document's asking it to do. So I notice a misspelling here. So if I want to correct that, notice it says this needs to be saved as a .docx. So in this particular format, this was an older document that was .doc instead of .docx. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes. So we're going to go ahead and change that to .docx, and you'll notice it updated that there, and it updated my spelling. So now not only do I have a new document, it's a new version of Word document. So it's an advanced document in DocX. It has the toolbar for Google Docs, but it's keeping it in that .docx format. So I've made my changes here. Notice it says it was saved seconds ago, so I can go ahead and close that. And you'll notice it just showed that I updated it, and it still maintains that .docx format. So anytime I want to make changes to a Word document, a PowerPoint, an Excel file, I'm going to double click on it, make my changes, and close it, just like you do for a Google Doc sheet or slide. It works the same way. The only difference is it maintains its .docx qualities, meaning that if I download it, it's going to download it as a .docx file. So there may be times, however, that for some reason you don't want to keep it as a Word format. You really want to go ahead and change it over to Google Docs format. That's not necessary anymore, but I do want to show you how to do that. So now that I have this open, I can actually go to File, Save as Google Docs. So I want you to see what happens when I do this. So I'm going to go ahead and say Save as Google Doc. It has actually, and I'll bring this down so you can see, it's actually made a new tab. So I have a tab that has the Cloud Types .docx, but now next to it I have one that's Cloud Types, and it doesn't have that .docx because now it is in Google Docs format. So if I go back to my drive, you'll see I have a Cloud Types without the .docx and the one with. The great thing is you don't have to convert anymore. I could keep this as a Word document indefinitely and just download it if I need to. But you'll notice if I right click on it, I still have the share properties. If I'm looking at it when it's open, I still have the share properties. So you can still share and edit together and keep it in that format. So you're no longer limited to only converting files like you used to be. Now you can either convert or not. It's your choice of how you want to use it. So this newer version of Google Docs Sheets and Slides makes it even more efficient to work on Microsoft Office documents. But just like any other Google Doc sheet or slide, you can always file, download as the Microsoft format. So you'll notice I could download this non.docx file into a Microsoft Word document. Same thing for slides, I can download as PPT. For sheets, I can download as Excel. So you can download them as Microsoft Office files or leave them as Microsoft Office files and just keep working on them. If you do decide to convert a Microsoft Office file to the Google Docs format, you'll want to delete your Microsoft Office version so you don't get confused about which one you're editing. But it works the same way. It's an awesome way to be able to work efficiently and collaboratively while leaving it in Microsoft Office format or choosing to convert it.